Hello, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, and today we are going to be making a 2026 bingo card as well as like punch cards for things that I want to do throughout the year. Before we get into this video, I do want to give a little disclaimer. This is probably the most recently filmed video that you're going to be seeing on my channel for a little bit. I have a few pre-filmed videos from before I took my break, before I finished grad school, and I still think I want to post those. They are a little out of date, but at the same time, I think I'm gonna post them anyways because I filmed them and edited like 90% of it. And then when I needed to do a voiceover, I got very sick and lost my voice and then got better and then got super busy with grad school. So I just had no time to do it. And then when I was finally having time to do it, I got sick again. So just a little warning. So before we really actually get into making everything, I guess we can talk about what you'll need if you're gonna do this yourself. Here I have this stack of watercolor paper. It used to be in a book thing. As you can see, it's all still attached, but the cover's long gone. I don't even remember what kind of paper this is. I'm almost certain it's watercolor paper. You do not need to do this in watercolor paper. You could just use straight up computer paper if you want, or any paper. I was thinking that this would be a really good idea, and maybe I'll do this next year. If you have a deck of playing cards that you don't use, I feel like that would also be a really, really good way to utilize this, because they'd already have numbers on it for you, and then you just have to write what you want on it. But we're gonna make them super cute, so I am not gonna do that. But in case, you can use those, why not? So before we actually get started into making these things, we actually need to do a little brainstorming, of course. I can't just go in, I could just go in and make the bingo card and then fill in the spaces afterwards, but I should probably just do that. I haven't really thought this through yet. So we're gonna start with the bingo card just because, one, I think it's a little bit easier, and then also I'm not really sure what I wanna do for the punch cards yet. I also don't really know what I wanna do for my bingo spaces, but I do know that I wanna do 2026 bingo. So I'm going to get a pencil and start to make this a bingo card. I guess for inspo, you could honestly just look up any bingo card. You can make it however you want. How I'm gonna kind of go for it is I'm gonna do a square on this lower region, on this lower third, maybe third of the paper. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to draw a square of squares, and then bingo is 5 letters. So, make sure you have 5 evenly spaced boxes. So I got to do a little bit of measuring and calculating. I'll be back. To begin, I started with eyeballing the border I wanted for my bingo board. I was going to perfectly measure this, but honestly, I decided not to because I end up eyeballing most of it anyways. I only end up using the ruler to count how many notches wide each box is, and I'm going to focus only on making my columns. So I'm going to mark each little spot, and eventually I'm going to connect all of those lines, so I have 5 columns. Here's what it's looking like so far. I've just freehanded generally the size that I want for the box. I left some room at the top for a header, and I kind of freehanded these vertical lines, so I have a column for every single letter. And now it's really up to me for how many rows I want, and that's where I'm having a hard time coming up with how many rows I want. I think I'm just gonna do 4 rows because, to be quite honest with you, I don't know if I can come up with that many bingos for 2026. But also, maybe I could just do 5. Or maybe I'll just do 5 like a traditional bingo. The only thing I worry about is spacing. Yeah, I'll do 5. Whatever. So I guess next I'm just going to grid out my rows, do a little decorating, and I guess we'll come back with this a little bit more completed. I have my general outlines done. This is 2026 bingo, all of my empty boxes. What I am going to do off camera is outline everything, and we'll actually come back and we'll fill this out together. I am going to take that time off camera to do that now, and I'm honestly going to return tomorrow because I am losing daylight and it's just gonna get very dark in this room in about 15 minutes. So tomorrow we will fill this in and we will make the punch cards. So I'll see you tomorrow. It is a new day. I took my time yesterday to outline all of my boxes on my bingo board, as well as add this lovely little header that says 2026 bingo. And then I got to work with filling in my spaces. I, as you can see on my phone, made an entire list of 25 different things I wanted to accomplish this year. So I took my time, filled it out in pencil, and then I went over it all in Sharpie again to make it nice and pretty and really easy to see. I'm going to decorate that a bit more off camera, But now we're going to get started on making some punch cards. I measured out a 2-inch by 3-inch rectangle and try to cut out as many as possible out of each piece of paper. And while they're not all perfectly the same, they are pretty close and good enough. While making my bingo list items, I decided to list all of the different punch cards I wanted to make as well. So first I am starting with a little cover, and again, since this is watercolor paper, I used watercolor colored pencils in order to decorate these and give them a little bit of color and a little bit of like something more than just white paper. This is where you can kind of get really creative and do whatever you would like. And I tried to make some of my goals pretty realistic enough in where when I attain them, I don't necessarily need to reward myself with something materialistic, as you will see when I start actually filling these out. Before actually making each card, I kind of thought about each type of shape I wanted to either punch out or kind of use to symbolize the different goals that I wanted to reach before my punch card was considered done. So like on the one with the grass, I am planning on drawing flowers. On this one, it is a book, and this is for library books that I'm going to be reading. And I just tried to get really creative with these ideas because I want to actually use them, feel inspired to use them, and actually punch some holes out of them. And since filming this voiceover, I have actually punched quite a few holes on some of my punch cards. And I'm really excited to maybe make like an update video in a few months, maybe like 6 months time or like halfway through the year. I think that'd be really fun to kind of see like what I have filled out between my bingo card or my punch hole cards. Once I was happy with the overall decorating, I would then either outline or do some sort of lettering. As you can see here, this one says solo day trip, and my prize is congrats, I finally did something all by myself, because I sometimes don't like to do things all alone. But you can kind of cater these to be whatever types of prizes you want. I saw a lot of people online were making like prizes of like things that they want to buy, like wish list items, but I try to only do a few of those because I know myself, and if I open those floodgates to rewarding myself by buying an item, I'm going to want to buy multiple items, and that just doesn't stop. Now that we're actually done with everything, here is all of my finished stuff. So first, let's start with the bingo card. And that's this. I did this on, I think it's watercolor paper, to be honest with you. I just used markers and gel pens. Honestly, whatever you have at your house is fine. I only colored in some of these because I just was like, oh, it'd be fun to make it colorful and like stick out. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna mark off the bingo card yet. I saw some people like online say like they're gonna do like pictures and put them in the thing, and like I think that could be cool. I don't know how realistic that is though. So I also like just might exit off and call it that. Some honorable mentions, I guess, on this. A few things that I really need to do, like tragically bad. For example, transfer my 401k to a Roth IRA account. I've had a 401k account just sitting for like almost 3 years now. Maybe 4. I need to do that. And then like another one is to visit Courtney, my friend. She lives all the way in Missouri, and I have not been out there yet since she's moved out there. But now that I'm done with my grad program, I think I can actually do that this year. So those are like some honorable mentions. I have like another few goofy ones, like go to the aquarium. Guys, this is crazy. I'm gonna be 29 at the end of the month, and I've never been to an aquarium. Am I missing out? Please let me know. I still want to go to one because I think they'd be cool, but yeah, I've never been to one. So now, as for my punch cards, this is how I'm storing them, just with a binder clip. I saw a lot of people like punch them and then like tie them together. That's cute. This is easy. I also should have mentioned, I'm gonna actually tape this on the wall in my bedroom so I see it every single day. And since these are like on a binder clip, I think I can actually literally like tape this to the wall so I see it, and I'm like, oh, I can go through and see, did I punch anything off? So if you're curious about some of the goals that I came up with, I also made a TikTok, if you are on TikTok, of these cards. So if you want to go see it, maybe I'll link it. Can I link it below? I don't know. Anyway, so here's one. I want to get outside more. I love to just stay in my house all the time, and I need to go outside more. I would love to try to save $6,000 this year. It's like $500 a month if you break it down. So that'd be kind of cool. Solo day trip. I think this one might actually be pretty easy to attain. Mostly because if I actually start filming a lot more often, like my day trips or whatever, like thrift trips to places I've never been could technically count as those if it takes me all day and it's a trip that I go on by myself. So I think that'd be easy. I want to read books specifically from the library, 15. If I read all 15, I'll buy myself a book. I love going to the library and I love reading on my Kindle, but there's just like something about like a good library book that also like will maybe help me push my reading goal up higher than it was last year. This one I actually got as an idea off of TikTok. It's called Closing Time. I would love to go to bed with a clean ass kitchen, dishes done, counters clean, everything's taken care of. That's what this concept is. I've not really been on it yet though. I decided to do like no spend days. I did 30 because I was like, okay, that'll technically be like 1 month, but I'm not trying to do 1 month straight. I want like days where I don't spend any money to get punched on here. So this one, I actually need to punch 2 holes on this one. I could not find my hole puncher though, so I actually had to order one. Let's hope it comes in time. And it's this, it's called Crafty Queen. I want to make 25 things this year. And I said things because I want to be specific. I don't want it to be like 25 sewing projects. I don't want it to be like 25 something, 25 anything. Anything I do creatively is getting punched on this, and I already have 2 because one was my bingo card and then another one is all of these cards. This one I'm a little concerned about. I am chronically on my phone, like chronically. I think now that I started working again though, since I'm done with school, this might be a little bit more attainable, and I would really love to get my weekly screen time average to be less than 4 hours. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't know. I don't even know what it's at right now. Let's just see. Well, I can already tell you right now, for this week, I am not hitting this. My average is 6 hours daily. But we're getting there, okay? I literally just started working yesterday, okay? So we might actually reach that goal. This one, a little embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. As you guys know, I am married. My husband and I, we kind of split the house chores in an interesting way that I think everyone would enjoy. I do the laundry and he does the cooking. I do not cook. There's many reasons why. I just don't. But my goal this year is to try. So once a month, literally once a month, I want to try to make a home cooked meal. I don't know if it'll happen this month, you guys. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm a little nervous about that. But I was thinking for this one, because I have like stickers, instead of hole punching it, I have like these really old like food stickers. I thought it'd be really cute to like set the table with plate food and whatnot. So that's what this one's gonna be. It's more like a sticker card than a punch card. This one, I think you guys will all be happy about this goal. This is my goal for this year, that I need to post 1 video a week. I was really good last year up until like the summer. I think July, like August, once I started like back at school and finishing the rest of my master's program, it stopped. So I'm gonna get back into doing that. So with that brings us to the very end of today's video. I really hope that this year will be full of 1 video a week from me and maybe actually attaining some of my goals. And hopefully this year will do the same for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I am so happy to finally be gracing your feeds again, and I can't wait to be back for more. All right, bye.